This is going to be one of the most important topics, and I'm only going to skim the surface. Today's topic is living within your means and having self-control. This topic won't necessarily alter your bank accounts or change the things that you spend money on. Its purpose is to get you into the mindset so that it will change how you spend money on things. It's you as the individual who needs to display constraint and put really good practices into place so that it becomes a way of life. Getting into this mindset will be different for a while. It may disrupt your everyday life, but over time you will see that it will have significant effects on your finances, and it will get easier as you apply the logic to everything you do. It will just become a way of life. By getting into the mindset of what we're going to talk about today, it should encourage you to reconsider before spending money, or question if you can buy what you're intending to buy, or question if you can buy it when it's on sale instead of buying it full price, or even find a way to get a better deal. Mindset's pretty easy once you get the hang of it. The first thing you need to understand is that there are rules and you probably should follow them. You can tailor them to suit you better, but there are a few rules to live by, and I'm going to go through them with you right now. So the first rule is ask yourself, can you buy 5 of them? If the answer is yes, generally you have to make sure everything else aligns, that it's not going to put you into crippling debt, or it's not going to cost you a lot to upkeep. For example, you could buy a really expensive car, but you might not be able to pay for the insurance on it. You might not be able to pay for the services. So let's just assume it's like a computer. Can you buy 5 of them? A computer at $2,000, can you buy 5, 10 grand? If the answer is yes, you can probably afford it. Buying it probably won't be a bad idea. If the answer is no, you can't afford it. Don't buy it. Live within your means. The second rule to live by is, do you need it today? Ask yourself, do I actually need to buy this thing today? Can I wait another week or a month? Do I need to buy it right now? If yes, buy it. As long as you can afford 5, like we said in the previous rule. No, you don't need to buy it today? Then your answer's there. No, I don't need it. It's a simple rule to follow, because you might want to buy something, and if you hold off for a day, or you hold off for 2 days, you hold off for a week, you hold off for a month, and you actually, I never needed to buy that. You just saved yourself money on something that could have been an impulse purchase, something that could have just been unnecessary, something that you as a person might not have actually wanted, but for some reason found the courage to go and buy it. By applying these questions and logics and rules, you will start to question the things that you buy and hopefully get into a routine of making sure that the thing you're buying is the thing you actually want to spend money on. Rule number 3 is to buy quality. Just because something is expensive doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad investment. I have the perfect example for this. I bought a pair of R.M. Williams boots. They are a company that sell leather boots, and their products range between $400 and $600. That might sound like a crazy amount of money to spend on a pair of boots. I had a friend who bought a pair, and I went, no. There's no way I can spend that kind of money on a pair of boots. Now, upfront, it's an insane cost, but the cost per wear over time is minimal when you buy something that's quality, something that's timeless, and something that's gonna last. Let me explain. In my industry, I know a lot of people who wear these boots, and I've asked them, because I was curious before buying them, how long have you had your boots? And the responses that I got were over 20 years. They've had those boots for over 20 years, and they look exactly the same as the pair that I purchased a year ago. This means that taking care of this product and looking after this product has allowed them to keep something for over 2 decades. And I worked it out at $600 over the course of 20 years. It turns into, I think it's 4 cents a day. That's the cost per wear. I can afford 4 cents per day for something that feels great, something that looks great, and something that's gonna last. This leads me into my 4th rule, and this is the most important one. Take care of your things. This is the easiest rule to follow, but usually it's overlooked big time. It's as simple as being more conscious of where you put your things, how you transport them, where you leave them lying around the house. If you have something of value, let's use your phone, let's use a car, let's use some nice clothes, let's use a laptop as an example, just be mindful of its surroundings. I've made my laptops, my clothes, my cars, anything that I've really had in general over the course of my life in the last 10 years, I've made it last a really long time just by taking care of it. It's as simple as putting things away in drawers, putting things in protective covers, cleaning them regularly, not leaving them in places where they could get damaged or stolen. Same with a car. Park it, if you can, not under a tree that's going to have birds shit on it all day. Small things like this, get into the mindset of how can I protect and keep my things in good condition, usually because they are items that are either of good quality, something you want to keep in good condition, and they usually will hold their resale value too if you take care of them. If you buy a quality item and take care of it, it will generally have resale value. Here's my example. I bought a Phantom 4, that's a drone from DJI, 2 years ago. It cost me $1,100. Firstly, I applied my logic, I applied the rules. I said, can I buy 5 of them? My answer was yes at the time. Was there any upkeep, anything to worry about after buying it? No. I went, okay, tick. The second rule I applied, I looked at this item and I said, do I need it today? It took me months. I kept putting it off. I kept not thinking about it. And I got to the point where I went, yes, this item is going to be of value to me. I'm going to use it for photography. I'm going to use it for my own projects. I had decided, yes, I wanted to buy this item. 3, was it a quality item? Yes, it was one of the best drone products you could buy at the time, and it held its value big time because of the features it had. And then 4, did I take care of it? Yes, I kept it in a protective case when transporting it. I made sure to clean it regularly and make sure there was no damage to it. And if there was damage, to repair it. And then obviously I kept it somewhere safe at home, somewhere out of harm's way, somewhere where someone couldn't stand on it or kick it or accidentally move it or even steal it. And I had it for about 2 years. After using it every week for about 2 years, I decided that I wasn't using it as much anymore and I wanted to sell it. So I listed it on a sales website and I sold it for $1,100, the exact same price I bought it for. This is a perfect example of how I got into the mindset of taking care of my things, trying to get it a bit cheaper when I bought it because I bought it secondhand, but in really good condition. And I used the shit out of it. I used it for 2 years, every single week. And then I sold it for the same price that I bought it for. So I got 2 years of value for free and it was fantastic. And I've done this countless times with other products. It's just one example. You can do it too. I bought a quality item that held its value and I took care of it. Simple mindset. There's no bullshit here. Follow the process. It's a steep learning curve. Yes, you will have to do the work. Yes, you will have to learn, but apply the 4 rules, everything when spending money. Get into the mindset of, do I really need this? Can I afford this? Can I look after this? Can I resell this? Is it an item of quality? You've probably heard a lot of this before. It's the same things with buying lunch and buying coffees at work or buying countless items of clothing. It's not new information. People tell people to get into this mindset and follow this process. The reason why people preach it is because it works. The system works. Me preaching it right now and you watching this video is just another reason for you to try it, for you to do it and see what happens. Am I the last person that's going to tell you this to be motivated? Maybe. I'm just encouraging you to actually start getting into a better mindset when spending money or trying to save money. I have 1 pair of boots. People think that, oh, that's not enough, you need more. The pair of boots are a quality pair of boots. They are easy to wear. I wear them every day and they are just gonna last. I can tell they're just gonna last because I take care of them. People in this world want more than what they need. And the fact of the matter is, you don't need more. If you want to have 100 pairs of shoes, you can, but in reality, you don't need it. In the long run, they won't make you any happier. And in actual fact, you'll probably be happier with a quality item instead of having to look after multiple items that cost you, I can't even give you a figure because it could be thousands of dollars. What I encourage you to do is try get into this mindset when going to spend money on things that are not consumables. Consumables are things like going to the movies, or buying food. They aren't things that have resale value. They aren't things that you can use. I'm saying items that you buy that will last forever. Get into the mindset of reducing clutter and unnecessary spending and get into a better headspace. Over time, you'll see the effects it will have on your ever-growing desire to fit into this unrealistic society, because it won't only assist you with your bank account, but it will also put you into a more minimalistic mindset, which may increase your value of life, your happiness, because instead of trying to keep up, you have nice things in your life and you take care of them and you won't give a shit about what people are trying to feed down your throat, because at the end of the day, people just want your money. People want you to buy their products. If you fall into that pit, that's on you. It's something that you need to work on as an individual. At the end of the day, you can do whatever you want. I'm just here to project my views and opinions on the things that have worked for me. I'm no longer trying to keep up with society's demands. I enjoy my life, but I buy nice things. I do it because I want to, not because I'm told to, and because I can afford it. I do it because I took the time to get into the position to be able to afford it. I lived within my means for a long time. I'm 25 now and I'm able to do the things I wanted to do because I worked to get here. If you're older than me, if you're younger than me, it doesn't matter. Start now and put yourself into that position. Just remember that rewards come from sacrifice. And this is an easy win. Small sacrifices over time will lead to big wins. Low effort, high reward. Same logic. Follow the process. This is a very simple explanation. It's very simplified, but it's easy to apply. Once you start, it will begin to make sense and you will see results very quickly. If your bank accounts are in the red, start making changes because it will start to alleviate pressure on those bank accounts. One quick recap. 4 rules. 1, can you buy 5 of them? 2, do you need it today? 3, buy quality if you can. And 4, take care of your possessions. Get into the right mindset about money, follow the process, and I'll see you in the next video.